Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 19, 2021. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa-McKenzie says the Ministry of Health and Wellness is aiming to have 30 to 40% of the population receive at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine before the Christmas holiday. Dr. Bisesa-McKenzie says this will help to prevent an increase in hospitalization as more persons will be inclined to travel and do increased shopping for holiday preparations.
There is a huge risk of exposure and increase in the number of cases. So persons have to take the personal responsibility very, very seriously in decreasing exposure, and they have to get vaccinated because vaccination is one way that is sure that it is going to decrease your likelihood of being hospitalized and having bad outcomes such as persons dying.
The Chief Medical Officer says to date, 99.3% of persons hospitalized are unvaccinated. Daily hospitalization now ranges between 70 to 80, with bed occupancy at 500 persons for both confirmed and suspected COVID-19 cases.
So this is a positive trend, although we are still at a level where we are seeing that the number of cases still have a significant impact on hospital services. We really need to get down to less than 200 cases to be in the green zone, where it is that we won't impact severely the rest of the activities in the hospitals, elective admissions, elective surgeries. Those still have to be put on hold for the most part in order to accommodate the number of cases that we have hospitalized for COVID.
Dr. Bisesa-McKenzie is urging persons who got their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine in August and are now due their second to get it and be fully vaccinated. Meanwhile, data from the Ministry of Health is showing that 12.3% of the population is now fully vaccinated, with another 8.2% having received a first dose only. This leaves under 80% unvaccinated.
We need to move these numbers up, and just again to point out that we have a lot of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in stock, and several persons are taking it now. And if with just one dose we can move that needle and put us in a safer place for the Christmas season.
The Chief Medical Officer is urging the at-risk age group of 70 and older to get vaccinated. The vaccination take-up for persons 70 to 79 years is at 27% fully and 11% first dose, while persons 80 and older are 20% fully vaccinated and 7% first dose. Still on the coronavirus, results from samples sent overseas for genetic sequencing are showing the Alpha and Delta variants of COVID-19 as the two dominant cases of the 5 strains in Jamaica. Data between December 2020 and October 2021 shows there were 47 new cases of Alpha and 30 of Delta.
We had 100 samples that were sent to Berlin to be tested, and of those, 95 were sequenced. And what it is showing is that we're having a mixture of the Alpha, remember the Alpha is the UK variant, and the Delta variant among those samples. Very few of the Mu variant, which is a variant of interest, not showing that high amount of transmissibility, but the Alpha and the Delta, it would appear, still remains to be the dominant variants that are in country.
Dr. Bisesa-McKenzie is urging Jamaicans to maintain strict adherence to social distancing measures to prevent a spike in cases. As the nation observed National Heroes Day yesterday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness stressed that Jamaica could overcome the COVID-19 pandemic in the same way it did other health crises in our history. While encouraging greater COVID-19 vaccine uptake, the Prime Minister said vaccines had always played an important role in securing our personal and public health.
My brothers and sisters, my Jamaican family, our heroes did not give their lives to gain our freedom for us to squander it on false information on social media, conspiracy theories, and utter nonsense being espoused by pseudo-prophets and rumor mongers. Our heroes expect us to learn from our history, to be responsible citizens, and take wise decisions about our personal health and protect the collective health of the society.
Meanwhile, opposition leader Mark Golding said the rich legacy of our national heroes should inspire us to be resilient and strong, especially in difficult times.
The spirit of our national heroes finds daily expression in our everyday heroes. It is in our nurses and doctors, and other healthcare workers who have all been called upon to act heroically to keep us safe amidst the ravages of this pandemic.
The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, is investigating the cause of a fire at the Church Corner Disposal Facility in St. Thomas. The fire, which occurred on Sunday, was extinguished by the NSWMA with assistance from the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Executive Director of the authority, Audley Gordon, says his team was alerted to a fire at the facility at approximately 4 a.m. He says cover material or soil, which was at the facility, allowed for quick response to combat the blaze. Owners of tipper trucks were also called in to assist with spreading the material. The NSWMA says although normalcy has been returned to the site, it will continue to investigate the reasons for the fire so it can implement more measures to prevent such a recurrence. And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has expressed gratitude to the community members in St. Thomas and the JCF for their determination in finding 9-year-old Phyllis Prussia and 13-year-old Winche Barrett. They were both abducted days apart by a man who is alleged to be a sex offender. The Prime Minister is also encouraging parents to be vigilant in watching their children and always be able to give account for their whereabouts. Meanwhile, Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson says he is grateful for the collaborative efforts in finding both girls.
We had about, 450 or so community members come out from all of the surrounding communities. We also had JCF personnel from St. Thomas K9 unit, persons from Kingston who joined specialized operations. We were bringing over students as well from the college. We also had the JDF on board, helicopter in the space, and people from CPFSA were on the ground, and so it was really a collective effort and got the exact result we wanted from it.
Both girls were taken to hospital for observation. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.